I can do that.
Hi, people. How's it going?
Heyo, heyo. Let me see where I put the tab for Facebook.
Okay.
So many tabs. Da 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 da. Where is? Oh wait, no, that's not the one I want.
And someone's calling me.
Someone's calling me. That's okay. They can just leave a message if it's important enough.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, awesome. Hey, my people. How's it going? I'm going to share this link out. We're still kind of figuring out YouTube.
YouTube streaming is interesting.
It is interesting. That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I'm over here posting it on our Facebook page. So, how are you all doing today? Welcome to our Geeky Hangout.
Yes.
And we have some topics that we want to talk about today. We're going to share with you all how we met, a little bit about our wedding, and some of our thoughts about season 2 for Arcane. If there's anything else that you all want to chat with us about, we're going to be here until 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So we are doing 60-minute live stream to thank you all for us hitting the milestone of 60 subscribers. And we have more than that now, which is awesome. But I'm posting it over on Facebook so that anyone can join. Like I said, we were having some issues.
Technical difficulties.
Trying to get on to the link that we had shared before.
Yeah.
Join us. Live stream. Yay.
Yay. Woo.
Other than that, okay, I just posted it on our page.
Sweet.
And then I'm going to post it also on the event.
The event itself on the Book of Face.
Okay. Do you want to share about some of your stuff while I do this? About your game that you're playing?
Oh, yeah. So currently I am playing a Yuri visual novel called How to the Woods. It is a game that there was demo back in 2019. I played it, but I didn't actually get into it because other stuff came out, and I saw it recently on sale. I'm like, hey, it's on sale. Also, I did enjoy the demo, so let's go ahead and check it out. So far, I'm only into the second chapter, and it is quite interesting. So what I'm doing with that game is I'm actually making a blind Let's Play series on my YouTube. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, I'm going to start posting episodes probably in a few days, along with more Persona 5 strikers.
Let me go pull that shut, so you'll still be able to see our cat Rune at the bottom there.
But, yeah, he'd like to come in, and I'd let him in if he just wouldn't get into everything.
I don't think you all want to see the happenings of our whole neighborhood.
You can hear the happenings of our whole neighborhood.
That's true.
Like the birds.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes some speedy people driving down the street.
So our area, and this is even obviously where we film our videos, we haven't gotten the last 2 windows put in.
Which are supposed to be
right behind where the computer is.
It's wonderful.
So there's a big tarp on the other side of a screen where we can hear if you listen.
I mean, you can hear the birds, which is really
birds.
nice, and you can hear your neighbors' conversations in languages you don't understand from me.
Yeah, I can't understand either. So
you got one of them one time.
I think they said this.
And this morning, actually, when I got up, because I woke up kind of early, there was some kind of a on the top, and Misty was out here, and she was like,
"Oh,
she's like, I want to get out."
It's one of our cats,
and it was like trying to hit the tab to get in. I'm like, you can't get in here. There's a tarp. But yeah, we've had this situation since February. They've said multiple times, oh yeah, we'll have it in March. Oh yeah, we'll have it in April. It's May now, and they're supposed to at the very latest have it done in May.
Yeah.
So we shall see if it gets.
Let's see if we get our window in. Apparently, there's a window shortage.
There's a window shortage.
Oh my gosh, there's a big thing of fabric on my shoulder, but we're getting ready for MegaCon too, which we can share with you all about. Which is a local convention here in Central Florida. So we're about to be doing all of the cosplay stuff. Yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
it will be.
It'll be the first con since the craziness happened, right?
Yeah.
Because we didn't go to any cons last season. We tried to go to Holiday Mod City, but they canceled it twice. It's like, hey, we're gonna have this con, and then it got closer, and they're like, nah.
Like, no,
I
I don't think
I
we will.
And I've been wanting to go to Holiday Mod City for years, so
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, how did we meet?
We met on the internet.
On the internet.
Through this website / app called Plenty of Fish. And
people call it POF.
I call it, oh, well, you call it that if you want to. It probably is called that too, but I just call it POF because that's how I know it of. And so I had a friend of mine who was like, you need to make, friends, maybe go out on dates. I'm going to make you profile on these websites. And I'm like, okay, whatever, sure, that's fine. And so profile, and then I was on there, and it was just a lot of weirdness, and I had no idea what was going on. People just want to meet you, and I'm like, why do people just want to meet me? What's going on here?
Oh, yeah, they were messaging you. Like,
they were messaging me. No. It was a automatic so-and-so wants to meet you. And I said to my friend, and she's like, yeah, that's, something if you want one nights and things of that nature. I'm like, what? Why would you even? She's like, yeah, they want you to be, they're like, little whatever. And I'm just like, okay, this website's weird. Whatever, I'll stay on anyway. And then,
by little whatever, do you mean booty call?
Yes, I do. And I was like, oh, what?
Like, no.
But really? Okay.
Is that a setting on the app? I don't know about that. I thought when you said that people were messaging
no,
you, they want to meet.
I had one person
because you told me that, and I was like, I thought that it was people messaging you, being like, "Hey, let's meet up.
No,
hey, let's get together."
It was an automated message that you got in your notifications, and it said, "This individual wants to meet you. Do you want?" And then you can respond with yes or no. And I just didn't do any. I was like, And then I had one person, and it was a guy, and which I was like, okay. I'm like, well, I'm not, He's like, oh no, honey, I'm gay. I'm like, me too, but not in the way you're thinking. So a couple gay guys. This is really interesting.
Because they thought you were a gay guy.
Yes, exactly. And then I had one straight guy that was trying to convince me that I really need to just, date a guy, go out with a guy, and I was like, nah. I surprisingly enough, maybe too, well, I actually had relationships with men, but it wasn't like the real serious ones. Was, let's just go out and stuff. And then I got bored and dumped them after a week.
Is this them wasting their time?
Yeah. But anyway, so a few months onto this app / website, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll just stay on. It's kind of weird. And then I look at my phone, and there's a notification. I forget what your username was, but there's a notification of like, hi, let's smiley face. And I was like, is that an actual person trying to talk to me? Not just want to meet me? So I opened it up, and then... And keep in mind, I had one picture, by the way, just one. And my friend's the one that set this up because apparently I don't know anything about that stuff. And I said hi back, and then conversation happened. I was like, this girl's smart. Like, what is this? And then my friend's like, oh, yeah, but make sure you don't leave. Wait for her to message you, and then you message back. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird.
That's kind of weird.
She's like, you might scare her off. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll try to just, not do that then. And I got long paragraph space messages, and I was just looking at this, wow, this is awesome.
She has some kind of punctuation.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate on people that shorthand and use whatever, but I do appreciate when you use the word YOU instead of the letter U, the letters rather. Yeah.
Hey, you.
Yeah. I mean, no offense to people that do that. I mean, shorthand is your thing, but for me, that's just weird to me.
I think a lot of that came from the early days of texting when you were charged.
I think it did too.
For how much you would send to someone.
And you had your
And now if you try to write in shorthand, autocorrect is like, what are you talking about?
Autocorrect has no idea.
What are you talking about? Yeah, it's
autocorrect has no idea.
No idea.
And it's so interesting about that. But yeah. And then there was other websites and stuff, and there were people that would talk, and there was this one girl, but she had what my friend called crazy eyes, and I looked at the picture, and I was like,
oh no.
And then, the worst one though was someone that I was just trying to be friends with, and the next we talked for 30 minutes, and I said, I gotta go. Where are you going? But I love you. I'm like,
is this some kind of sudden love?
She's in the service and everything. I feel really weird about it because I'm like, thank you for your service, but I'm just really not.
Where does she live? Nearby?
I don't know where she lived. But she's also
Is that the one with crazy eyes?
No, that was nothing.
Oh, because I was like, is this the same girl I talked to?
No. That was a different website. She was cute, but with the crazy eyes, kind of creeped me out. And then she had like a healthy obsession with animal prints.
Oh, okay.
Like, and she's like, you have to also appreciate my appreciation for animal prints, and I was like, okay.
I could.
But yeah, the service lady, she found my phone number, by the way. That was kind of
creepy at
she left me
all.
voice messages and stuff.
Oh my
And she's like, it's because I'm short, isn't it? I'm like, what? And one of her voices, she's like, I'm 5'2", and you don't like that. I'm like, I mean, 5'2", 4'2", and I'm like, I didn't say that. I just said I wasn't interested.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting.
So you had an interesting time dating, but that's
I wasn't even trying to date. That's the
how
thing.
we met.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to make female friends. I got a lot of male friends, right? Not a lot of female friends. That was the whole thing, was to make female friends. And spoiler, I didn't make any female friends. No. We tried to be friends.
Okay, let me tell my side of the story, and then you can tell about how we try to be friends. Kind of.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so I was on the same dating website too, but I was looking for a potential partner.
She had like a really well done profile too.
Yeah, like I had multiple pictures shared about stuff I was interested in.
Detailed.
Yeah, I don't remember what you had in your profile.
I actually had stuff. I just only had one picture. Okay,
yeah, she had one picture, and her hair was like, it looked like Spike's hair from Buffy, and I had been watching Buffy at the time, so I was like, oh my gosh, she looks like Spike from Buffy. I'm gonna message her. That's the whole reason that I messaged her. I was just like, hey, with a smiley face, apparently.
Yeah, it was a smiley face with a little, and then this.
Oh, what?
I don't know what that's called. Is it a colon?
Oh. Okay, like I typed in a smiley face instead of actually sending an emoji.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like predate emoji.
Yeah. And for me, like you're talking about writing and stuff like that. For me, if someone doesn't spell there and there and there and your, like if they like mess up there and your and like intermix them, like hard pass.
Except when autocorrect is like, let's do it. No,
let's not.
No, it's not.
That's another word when autocorrect messes up, is the word let's. Right?
Yeah, it doesn't like it.
It like changes it to a different version of let's. Like if you put LETS and then it's like let apostrophe S. Yeah. Anyway, but I saw your cute picture of you looking real sweet. And we started talking, and we weren't talking on the app too long, actually. We talked on the app a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, yeah, I'm an artist. And I was like, yeah, I'm a cosplayer. And you're like, yeah, I do this gaming thing. And you were already streaming on Twitch back then.
Yeah, I was.
You were, I know. Because you were trying to get me to follow you on Twitch.
No, I was trying to get you to.
Or you're just like telling me about it.
I was telling you about it. I was trying to have you follow me.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, I'm on this platform.
You're like, streaming on Twitch. That. People cosplay on that.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not trying to follow you, I'm trying to date you.
That soon!
Probably.
Oh god. Gosh, be darned.
And so you started sending me some of your artwork. She was in school. Learning about like a video game art.
But you forgot. We stopped talking on the app, and you said, let's exchange phone numbers so we can show each other our art projects and things we're working on.
I was about to tell you that. No, but I really did want to. Yeah, that was a real reason.
But that was also
didn't talk much too long on there. Nice. Yeah. That's true. I was like, hey, like let's exchange numbers so I can show each other some.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to show you my cosplay stuff.
I know.
And I wanted to see what kind of stuff you were doing. Yeah. And she was like really cute and sweet. And so that's how we started talking. And you said like, oh, let's be friends.
Oh, you had asked me what I was looking for, and I said, well, I'm looking for friendship, but if something else happens, I'm not against it, right?
Right.
And then you're okay, we'll be friends then. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we'll be friends then. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, then what happened? You can share what happened next.
So it was kind of interesting, this whole friend thing. We talked consistently. We shared pictures consistently. She shared me a lot of cute pictures, by the way. And she got me into the show Lost Girl, and it was raining, and she's watching it on her side. I'm watching it at my place, and I get a message that says, "Oh, it's raining. If I was sitting next to you in the rain and we were watching Lost Girl together, would you put your arm around me?" And my brain is like, wait, and here's the thing. I am incredibly dense. I'm great at the matchmaking thing, but when stuff comes in my direction, I don't pick up on it. You got to be direct. With this, I was like, this isn't some kind of friendship, is it? You're like, this isn't some kind of friendship.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Is this friendship?
Is this friendship? No,
I don't think it is. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So kind of our geekiness kind of brought us
And
together.
what was really funny too is, and I didn't realize this either, because like I said, I'm pretty dense. She had asked me certain things, and I had told her that what I meant was I don't do one night stands, but apparently to her it translated that I was like asexual.
She was telling me about the other people that had like messaged her.
Let's just meet
on the app. Yeah. And she's like, oh, they just like want to meet up, and I think they just want to like, get together. And I was like, so she doesn't want to get like, I was like, wait, is she asexual? And so I was like, I asked her like, are you asexual?
Right,
but on the other hand, I was like texting you that, and I like threw my phone, so I was like like, this is not a good sign. They're not what I want. It's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah. So that was pretty funny. I was like, oh, it wasn't intentional. I felt bad when she told me to. I was like, I didn't mean to do that.
But right away, you're like, no, I'm
no.
not.
A lot of
You're
people
like,
thought
no.
I was. It's just I don't do one night stands. I mean, to each their own.
Neither do I, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not my cup of tea, and that's what people
Mm-mm.
say to do. Like, have a one night stand. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I always think about like the horror movie side of what could happen. It's like someone that you don't know anything about, you like have them come over to your home.
Yeah.
Like to me, it makes me a little very nervous. The idea of the horror movie side of all the things that could go wrong from having some kind of stranger in your home, or it being in theirs too.
It's true. And like I watch a lot of Lifetime movies and things like that, and there have been a few where it was like an online hookup, not online dating, and then stuff goes kind of crazy, and you're just thinking, yeah, I know this is like a story, but where did they get the source material from?
Yeah, right.
But to me also, it's just that I don't work like that. I know there are people that can just have that, have fun, it's a good time. I have to have emotional connection for anything physical.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's demisexual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I found that out recently. I was like, I didn't know it.
I didn't know that
there was a name for this like this, but it's demisexual.
Cool.
We have a flag.
We have a flag.
We have a flag, a demisexual flag, for people who need an emotional connection in order to want a physical one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now you know.
So
yeah, that's how we met. And it was like our geeky interests that brought us together. That was like, hey, like let's show each other our artwork stuff.
And then on that weekend, I was going to. They had a time Orlando Nerd Fest, and
can you explain what that is?
And Orlando Nerd Fest is
It was.
I wish it would come back. It was basically just a bunch of like bands or people that really enjoy video game music, anime music, and they just perform there. And they have merch, and they have like shows, and they have all kinds of stuff. And it's really, really fun. And I went for a few years, and then unfortunately now it's gone. Damn it. But I was texting her just a little bit, and I wasn't texting too much because I was a friend at the time. I didn't want to be rude. And then you were actually with your sister, I believe, in Gainesville.
Oh, okay. That was when I was in Gainesville.
And then I hadn't heard from you a few days. And then I was like, okay. And then my friend was like, well, if you don't hear from a girl after you for a while, maybe you should just kind of, let her be the one to message you. I'm like, no, I'm going to do it. No, I don't think I will.
Oh.
So I messaged you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, because I think you're also probably, because I told you I was at Nerdfest, and I think maybe you also were just kind of like, well, I don't want to bother you because you're also kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I remember that time in Gainesville. Guess what I was doing?
What are you doing?
I was working on my Bo cosplay.
Ah.
Yeah, I cosplayed Bo from Lost Girl. And that was for Dragon Con. Yep. So I remember I went to the fabric store in Gainesville. My sister was there getting a certification. She's certified in Myers-Briggs typology. That's what she was doing. She had an early great resignation. She left her job. She left her corporate job and was like, I'm going to go find myself. And she got certified in Myersburg. And I stayed with her for a week
Okay.
in Gainesville, working on my cosplay while she was out doing her certification.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yes. So that's what I was doing. Well, I probably like roller focus, pushing that fabric through the needle. And you're like, where is she? What happened to her? Is this some kind of con crunch?
Oh gosh. I mean,
God.
yeah, the cotton crunch is real for sure.
Yeah.
But then some funny stuff too. We were going to meet when she came back from DragonCon, which would be September 8th in 2015 at the time. And then she tried to meet earlier than that, but I wasn't.
Oh,
the goth club.
Okay, she had like apparently this was gay panic, and
Apparently.
like at the time I thought she was just like not into it. So yeah, you're like, oh, that's not what I was trying to do. So I was going out to a local goth club with some friends, and I was like, oh yeah, here's this cute girl I've been talking to. I'll go ahead and invite her. Like, it'll be fun. We could go out dancing and, you know, get to know each other. It's fine.
We had already made plans to meet on the 8th.
We did. We already had other plans, but I was like, hey, let me just like invite you out.
I know.
So I was like, hey, you want to go out, you know, come out dancing with me and my friends? And you're like, I don't remember what reason you gave for not wanting to go. I was like, all right.
Let me see if I can.
I have no idea. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll keep telling the story. So, but you used to stay up late at night then anyway.
Yeah, I sure did.
And so I was like out that night having fun, dancing with my friends. And then it was time to drive home. It was like 2 a.m.
No.
And we had been texting. But then I was driving, so I was like, oh, I can't text. Like, you know, I've been enjoying chatting with her. I was like, oh, do you want to talk on my way home? And she's like, no, I'm tired. I'm going to go to sleep.
Listen, I told you I'm just not good at this stuff, okay? Yeah. One of my friends to this day will once in a while, and she'll be like, remember that time when you pretty much told Jen you wouldn't talk to her because she only want to talk to you at that time because she was interested in you, and you were like, no. And I was like,
oh gosh.
Yeah.
What happened?
But whatever.
Oh yeah.
But in my mind, I was like, well, we're gonna meet on the 8th.
Yeah.
You know.
And apparently you're having gay panic.
Apparently
the next day, we hadn't spoken on the phone yet. We had not yet spoken on the phone. It was the next day that we talked on the phone, and she had more gay panic. She was like talking a mile a minute, and I had no idea what you were saying.
When I get excited about stuff or nervous, I talk really fast.
Yeah.
I still talk really fast. I've actually kind of chilled it out, but because this is what I do. Graham talks fastish as well, but I think I talk faster than her. But all my life I've talked a certain way, and she's the first person that's like, so you talk really fast.
Yeah, I was like, you talk, but I think that it was specifically then. I think you were nervous.
Yeah.
Because you were talking like this and trying to tell me about your video games that you were playing and telling me about your streaming and telling me what you had. And I was just like, but like kind of like mumbling. And I had no idea what you were saying. That was the first time we talked on the phone. I was like, I have no idea what this girl is trying to tell me. And it's not so great. Because I kept asking you, what did you say? What was that? I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
What was that? Like the whole time that we talked on the phone.
Yeah.
I was like, did you know you like talk really fast? And she has an accent too.
Yeah, so that makes it harder.
Yeah.
With you an accent. You talk fast, it's like hard enough. When you have an accent, it's like,
yeah, like what? What just happened?
What just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we eventually figured it out.
Yeah.
And then we got married. Yeah. In the beginning of 2020. We can share with you all about the proposal.
No, we don't need to share that.
We don't need to share that.
Oh,
she was the one who proposed.
I did, but we don't need to talk about that right now.
We apparently don't need to talk about that.
Apparently, you want to.
That's fine. We don't have to.
Can we do that?
Save it for next time.
Yeah, there we go.
Because we are coming onto 10:30, so we're almost halfway through, and I want to make sure that we have some time to talk about our thoughts about season 2 for Arcane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we can talk about season 2 for Arcane. And we started kind of talking about this last night.
Yeah, we talked about it a lot in the car.
Yeah, we did. So here's the thing. We made a video already talking to you all about how we read that article that said that Kate and Vi shippers will be happy with season 2.
Correct.
So we're pretty satisfied that they're gonna get together. They're gonna have some nice intimate moments. Like, we know that that's coming.
Of course.
We don't know exactly what that's gonna entail. Like, does that mean that Vi's gonna become an enforcer? I don't know. Does that mean that, where are they gonna live? It reminds me of like in Ever After, where she said, like, a bird may love a fish, senor, but where will they live? And then Da Vinci goes, then I will have to make you wings. Right? Like, where are they gonna live? Are they gonna live in Piltover? Are they gonna live down in Zon? We don't know.
I feel like that's way too far ahead.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like there's so much else that has to happen before they even get to where are we gonna live? Are we gonna live here? Are we gonna live that?
Yeah.
Well,
where's Vi gonna live? Vi doesn't really even have a house right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
she lives on the streets.
Yeah,
in the lanes.
She does. I have no idea. I really do believe things are just gonna go completely. I mean, things already went nuts at the end of the last episode of season 1.
Yeah.
So obviously we're gonna see the aftermath of that. However, with Riot, they do kind of like to show backstory of stuff and then get into the present. So I'm wondering if they will in fact show a backstory of, I don't know, maybe Savika.
Oh,
that'd be interesting.
True.
Maybe
Yeah.
they'll show more backstory of Caitlyn. I would love to see more of Caitlyn.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll definitely get more backstory about her because we
Yeah.
only got like little snippets. Even Victor, he got more backstory when he was younger too than she did. And which was cool in itself.
Yeah.
But before we get to the relationship aspect, I really think we've got to find out if Cassandra is gonna die.
Yeah.
Because
that is another thing.
Because Caitlyn is already hurt. She's already upset. She's already screaming probably no when she sees the rocket/bomb, whatever the hell that thing is, go towards the council building. Right? So before we can be like, hey, relationship, we really have to see what's going to happen.
That's true.
Because Caitlyn, if, and I'm saying big if, because I really don't believe they're going to do this because it's so obvious. Not to mention, and we'll do a video about this at some point, the whole thing with Mel's back armor and the Shing sound stuff. So I feel like they'll be okay. But Cassandra could still get really hurt. But let's just say Cassandra dies. That's going to really put a damper on the whole relationship.
Yeah, I would say so.
Also,
sorry, my mom my sister kind of killed your mom.
So not only that,
but like, hey, let's hook up though.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, they live in an interesting world as it is. And the thing about it too is that Amanda Overton said when they asked if Caitlyn knows about what Vi did, and Grayson, and she said not yet.
Not yet.
So I feel like there's going to be a lot of angst.
By what Vi did, you mean breaking in to Jason's
and
lab.
Also if she knows that Deckard killed, Grayson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So I think there's like a lot of stuff that has to kind of get done before we get to theirs. Not saying there won't be cute, sweet moments. Not saying there won't be a kiss. I mean, I'm sure there will be.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to get rocky before it gets better.
Yeah.
Especially with that trailer that's so small.
Yeah, that tiny
and
trailer.
Caitlyn sounds pretty not okay. And that could just be because she wants to go after Jinx. Or something could happen to her mom. Once again, though, I feel like that would be really obvious if Vi was like, yeah, bye, Cassandra.
Yeah.
Because then Vi is going to feel ridiculously responsible.
Right. Yeah.
My sister.
Like, how is there any kind of coming back?
Yeah, how is there any coming back after that? Even though I don't think Caitlyn would blame Vi.
No.
I think she would be like, your sister did this and be really upset. But yeah.
She already told her when they were in the bed that what happened with her sister is not her fault.
It's true.
So she wouldn't hold this against her.
No,
either.
But it would definitely be quite a rift.
Yeah. Definitely.
So I feel like we're gonna have more rifts before.
And I mean, we did talk about that more in our video that we did that was about our predictions.
Yeah.
For Kate and Vi's relationship.
Yeah.
But the fact is that we know they're gonna move forward.
Yeah, they will. It'll
we know they're gonna
see
move forward.
How fast.
The questions that we have kind of that we don't know, like we have no idea what's gonna happen with Jinx. That's what I was saying.
So
when we were talking last night.
We were talking about this last night.
We know Caitlyn and Vi are gonna get together. What the hell is gonna happen with Jinx?
Well, as I had said last night, there's a couple things I feel like it. So because we know that Jinx has powder inside of her still.
Yeah.
We know she squashed her down as much as possibly can after what happens to Silco.
Mm-hmm. But what we're talking about too is that like there is no Jinx without powder.
There isn't.
Really. Like she pushes away and pushes down the powdered side of her, but at the end of the day, like Jinx is built upon powder.
Yes.
All of those like little oil crayons that she puts all over her stuff are powder.
Yes.
Like her whole personality.
Yeah.
The childlike quality she has. Like she really maintains that childlike quality. Because her whole personality is based on powder.
It is, but I mean, she's severely hurt at the end of season 1.
Mm-hmm,
like, you know, true. I don't know if she's gonna play any more games or anything like that, or have any more theatrics. She might still have theatrics, but I feel like she might take more of a Daka personality, maybe. Like I said, in League of Legends, I haven't played it that much. She is a wildcat, but there was no powder there. There was just Jinx.
Right.
So now that you have Powder who becomes Jinx, you're like, what's going to happen now? You know, is she going to go ahead and try to become the head of the Undercity? You know, is she going to go off somewhere else? Either way, she hates Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Her disdain for Caitlyn is like...
Yeah.
Because she took her sister away from her in her mind, you know? And because she wouldn't shoot her and kill her. So, yeah. I really feel like Jinx will still have some of what we've seen in season 1, but it could be more of a Daka turn. Especially as I don't know what the dealio is with the crows. Apparently it's also a game thing, so I don't know. Like, wherever she goes, there's crows around her. People said it's about... I don't know what that's about. So I'm not sure if that's like alluding to something else.
Yeah.
Does she do something else in the game? I have no idea.
Yeah.
But also, how close are they going to have League be with this too, right?
Yeah, there are already some differences.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like we're going to see a new side of Jinx.
What kind of side of Jinx?
Like I said, a more dark.
The darker side
I think
Jinx.
she'll still be like playing around with people because that's what she does. She's really good at the manipulation. But I don't think we're going to see a lot of that powder. Or we might see more of the innocent to get her way. I have no idea. But, you know, she goes somewhere and then Caitlyn wants to go after her, obviously.
Yeah.
Jinx and Savika team up? That would be interesting.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about too. That's another main topic that we were discussing last night. It's like, what is going to happen now that Silco's not around? And Savika was following Silco. The reason that he was following Silco was because she thought that he was the best one to fight for their cause.
Yeah, she fights for the cause. No matter. She lost her arm for the cause. She would do anything for the cause. When that was that scene where they were trying to take down Silco, when they made a deal with, what was his face name? I can't think of him right now. The guy with the skull mouthpiece.
Oh yeah, I don't remember his name either. Whoops.
But if she acted like she was going to join him. But if she didn't believe in the cause of Silco anymore, she would have had no problem.
That's true.
So here's the thing, though. As we know, Savika doesn't like Jinx, and she also said that thing.
Yeah, she said, you're about as good for his cause as you are, or the cause. I don't remember how she worded it.
As you were for your family.
As you were for your family. And was like, oh. So clearly, Savika does not think that Jinx is good for the cause. Because we were like, well, is Jinx going to take Silco's place? Because he was considered the daughter. So she would be the next in line.
Yeah. If they go with that way. Yeah.
However, Savika's the right-hand woman, and she is not a fan of Jinx. It doesn't seem like the other people in charge are either.
I was going to say that.
When they all met up, they were just kind of like, they all were talking smack about Jinx, how she's just...
Yeah. I don't know.
When was it that happened? I totally forgot. But I do have some kind of memory of one of the other, like one of the Chem Barons or something.
Yeah, one of them did say that. I think it was the one that lost the son.
Okay.
But yeah, the thing about it is that they don't, you know, and let's be honest, Jinx doesn't have it all together. So I don't know. And Silco, as much as I can't stand him, he was very calculated. He was intelligent. Savika also is pretty smart.
Do you give each other fashion advice? Well, what do you think? You don't give me fashion advice.
I mean, so spoiler alert, you are a fashion person.
Yeah, actually, in college I majored in apparel design. So,
but she will give me fashion advice.
I will. And like when we're out shopping, I'll pull out a top and be like, "Oh, this would look really cute on you." I'll pull out stuff that I want her to buy and be like, "Oh, look, these look good for summer. You should get this. It's gonna be so cute on you."
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's mainly me giving any kind of fashion advice.
She'll ask me
Yeah.
sometimes though, you like, what of this top or stuff like that. But I won't
Mhm.
be out of the blue. Oh, you know what? You should really go with that today. Just here's an outfit.
Yeah. That's true.
I should do
Mhm.
that sometime.
Yeah. And both of us just like independently decided to dye our hair bright colors. That was not something that we like came together and we're like, let's get our hair dyed. Like we both kind of I used to work like an office manager job. So I wasn't really like they didn't tell me you're not allowed to have bright hair colors. But I kind of inferred that I probably shouldn't because I was supposed to dress business casual at work. And so when I left that job, and even like the early videos that we did, I still had brown hair.
Yeah, you did.
For our channel. Yeah, when I left that job, I was like, yeah, now I can get my nose pierced. I can dye my hair colors. I can do my nails like really fun. So yeah.
You can get more tattoos.
How do your outfits affect how you feel? What do you think?
In fact, I feel pretty. I mean, I love Pokemon, so like, I feel awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like I can go ahead and be Pokemon master over here.
Pokemon master over here. Yeah, no, I think I feel good when I'm wearing like a cute outfit. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it's good to, even if you're not like going anywhere, to like change your clothes, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
It wouldn't work when I had my work from home job. Like I would still wear something that was like, you know, not sleepwear.
Right.
Because
Something that's not sleepwear. Yeah. What were you saying about Jinx? I totally got.
Oh, I was saying that I don't. She doesn't have it all together like Silco did. So
Oh yeah.
if she was going to, let's say, take over the Undercity, I think it would be kind of catastrophic. Catastrophic, yeah.
Yeah.
For real. It would be interesting to see, though. I would kind of like to see her and Savika work together. They're completely opposites.
Gosh. It'll be
Savika
interesting,
babysitting?
I think, to see what happens with Jinx and Savika's relationship. I think that's another big question mark of like what's gonna happen. Because you see it in the end, Savika sitting there in Silco's office.
Yeah, she's trying to light her cigar with her not damaged arm.
Yeah.
And also, too, I really do feel like if someone does take over the Undercity, it's probably going to be Savika.
I could see that.
I want some Savika backstory.
Yeah. I also could see kind of.
Do you think it's weird to
take showers and baths together? We'll get to that in a second. What were we talking about? We'll get to that in a second. What were we talking about, Jill? Oh yeah. So
you just pop in here asking to leave.
Ask the question and left. Maybe we shouldn't answer that question.
I'm not gonna answer a question. That's so ridiculous.
Okay,
This is the kind of stuff you're gonna get anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we know Caitlyn and Vi are settled. Yeah, Jinx and Savika, we don't know what's gonna happen with them. The other interesting thing that will be very interesting to see is what continues to happen between Vi and Savika. The two of them keep going at it. I mean, I think they'll keep going at it, but I think their conflict is a lot more straightforward than Jinx and Savika's. Jinx and Savika's is a little bit more sneaky, underhanded, because that's how Jinx is.
Yeah.
But Savika and Vi, they just continue to kind of
and the thing about Savika and Vi is Vi feels like Savika betrayed Vander, which in a way she did. And you can also argue that in a way Vander kind of betrayed her when he said he was going to do this, but he decided not to do this anymore.
Yeah,
you know,
he changed,
and
she didn't change with him.
She didn't, because once again she's all about, you know, what would I say? Or I just lost my
cause.
The cause. Yeah, the cause. She's all about the cause, right? So if you're not for the cause, she's done with you. If you're for the cause, she will give her limb for you. She gave her arm up for Silco.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I do definitely want more Savika backstory. She's the only one that we didn't get backstory out of and to me, Savika is one of the core members for sure. But I believe everybody else got some sort of backstory.
Yeah. That's true.
But I was seriously like I could see a comic of Savika and Jinx working together, and Savika's babysitting.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. The thing about Jinx is that she's not a people person.
No,
Like, she likes to be closed up in her lab, doing her own thing.
she's an introvert.
Yeah, she definitely is. But here's the thing that I think is really interesting is that it used to be Vander. Vander was kind of like the main leader of the lanes.
Correct.
And Silco was his own kind of like mob boss style leader of the gangs.
Yeah.
So you could argue that they were like the two really powerful forces of the lanes.
That's true.
And they also, even though their Vander kind of betrayed Silco, they still had this kind of brotherhood bond.
Yeah, even when, you know, Silco had Vander captured, he still said, "You had my respect." Right? So even he betrayed him, he still had his respect. And I really hope we also get some more, like, information of or backstory of what really happened between the two of them, because we only got to see what Vander happened, what he did to Silco, but we don't know the context of it, why, right?
Yeah,
we might not.
Yeah,
but it'd be interesting to get some more about that too.
It would be interesting, but now both of those characters, those characters are dead.
Yeah, nah, Vanda's Warwick.
Her like accent.
Yeah.
Like, you mean this?
You mean this?
So anyway, what I was gonna say is that now, like, those were the two main, like, leaders of the Undercity, it seems like.
Yeah.
Even though Silco was kind of, like, off to the side a little bit more. But now that they have both passed, I think that it's gonna be, like, each of them feel like they gave on their legacy to a daughter.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because they actually are sisters. And I could see Vi stepping up and taking the place that Vander held within their community. And then Jinx taking on, to an extent, the place that Silco held.
Possible.
Yeah.
It is possible. I don't know if Vi wants to really right now. I don't know what she wants to do right now, obviously, because there's so much craziness going on.
Her kind of goals were take down Silco,
get her sister back.
Get sister back.
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
So Silco got taken down.
He was taken down, but
sister just gone.
Yeah.
She sat in that Jinx chair and, you know.
Yeah. Yep. But it's clear that without Vander there, the lanes went into turmoil.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think that that would be really hard for Vi to see.
Yeah.
And Vi would see the need for someone to step in and do something about it.
Yeah.
And even in her conversation with Babette said something like, things haven't been the same since Vander. I don't remember what she said, but it was something like that.
Yeah.
Things haven't been the same.
No, because Vander cared about his people. He wanted to do the best by them. Silco only cared about the results, and it didn't matter that people were shimified and dying and everything like that. He's just like, listen, we're flourishing out here.
Yeah.
But you're really not.
You
know. We saw that when we saw Huck and all of the other ones and things like that, and then we have Silco just handing out shimma like it's candy. Just like,
yeah,
we're flourishing.
Everything's fine. Go back to business.
It reminds me of like the meme where the dog is on fire. This is fine.
This is fine. That's Silco with everyone shimmer-fried.
Yeah.
It's like, well, they're under my control. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, but it'll be interesting to get more information about season 2. Like when I know we're going to get more trailer at some point. But we also know it's not coming out until 2023.
Yep. So it's going to be a while.
But not 6 years, at least.
Not 6 years, like the first season took. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you're looking forward to about season 2?
Let's see.
We got a question.
Would you rather have perfect drawing skills or let your best friend win $500,000? That is a very interesting question. You can answer first.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No. I don't know.
I mean, I'm already at it, so I'm gonna just give my friend $500,000.
There you go. Yeah, I'd probably give them the money, probably too.
Here you go, friend.
Season
2's I really just want to see what's gonna happen from the end of season 1. I want to see that aftermath. I want to see how it plays out.
Okay.
I want to know what's happened to the council.
Do you have this feeling that they're gonna make us wait for it? I kind of get the feeling that they're gonna drag their heels and show us other things.
I feel like they could,
and then leak in like
that's
what happened.
Not necessarily a bad way to go about it, though.
Yeah,
it's actually really good storytelling.
Yeah.
Because you're giving people what you want to an extent. Mm-hmm. Here's more Arcane season 2. Here's not exactly what you want, but it's more of season 2.
Here's not the answers.
And we're just gonna put little answers in little segments, and you get to piece them together.
Yeah,
I feel like that.
I feel like they would do that.
They could,
because if you think about it, that's kind of like the way that season 1 is presented, where you get like little bits and pieces of a lot of different stories here and there. I feel like it's not, and it's also not just one story. It's a lot happening with similar themes at the same time. So I definitely could see them not being like, oh yeah, here's what happened with the council. But it'll be like the end of season 2, act 1, that they're like, oh, by the way, here's the council results.
Yeah, the council results. The council results are in. Yeah, I think it would be really cool though if they start off season 2 with some backstory of, let's say, Cassandra.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then they just go with that, and then they go with present, but they don't tell us what happened to the council. They pick up with Vi and Caitlin, and maybe they have that conversation they had in the trailer.
Or we suspect they might be bringing in new characters.
Yeah,
they could start with a new character backstory.
We could have Werwick.
And then we'll find out how that all plays into it.
We could have Singe kind of give us a backstory of Werwick, because we know that's where he is.
Could be.
So that would be kind of cool. They could also some backstory for Heimerdinger.
Oh gosh, that would be pretty intense and in depth. Probably.
It would be really interesting though, because he's lived so long.
Yeah,
I'd like to see little
baby Heimerdinger
before he has his stash.
Oh,
the Yordle.
He's so cute.
That would be really cool.
Yeah,
I would also like to see. I would like to see Vi's parents. And Jinx's parents. I'd like to see the both of them. I'd like to see the mom and the dad. The mom especially, because we did get to see her when Vi was like disoriented after getting stabbed from Savika, and Caitlin was trying to make sure she's okay in their old house. But and we saw her dad. He was just like lying there, just dead when they were kids. But it'd be kind of cool to get some parent backstory.
Yeah, that would be interesting. And how Vander knew the parents too, because it seems like he's the one who led them to the bridge. So that being the case, like how did Vi's parents fit in to that rebellion?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be really interesting. I would definitely like some more about the rebellion too, because I feel like there's more to it than we saw a little bit of it when the first episode, but we really don't know too much about it.
Yeah.
Fanfic creators go wild with it. But yeah, I would like to see more about that. There's a lot of things I'd like to see, depending on what they're going to do.
Like what? Like what? What else?
Let's see. I mean, we've said this multiple times, and I'm going to keep on saying this again. The cupcake at the end with Jinx.
How did she know?
Someone actually did kind of mention how she probably could have known where she lived. Sure, which I could agree with, but I still want Amanda Overton to tell us. You know what? I want a backstory of when Caitlin had a girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. That would be nice. Or multiple girlfriends that she had over, not at the same time.
I wasn't thinking of
but over a length of time.
Like a period of time. When she's a teenager, when she's like a young adult, whatever, Maybe she had a cute little girl crush like I did when I was little.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be really cute. What I don't want to see, I don't want to see Vi's life in Stillwater.
Oh.
I think that would be crazy intense.
Yeah.
I think it would be kind of interesting for character build-up.
Yeah.
But also, I don't want to see poor Vi go through all that.
Right. I mean, yeah, we don't want to see her getting beat by guards.
Which apparently...
There might be some other interesting things that were taking place while she was in there. Yeah. I don't know, and like alliances that she built while in there.
It seems like she was in solitary confinement.
Yeah, but she was out eating.
That's true. And
when
then
she whacked Silco's guy with a tray.
Yeah.
So she must have at least been eating where
that's true.
the other inmates were. So she could have built alliances in there. And maybe those will come up now that she's out. And then also Caitlin is no longer an enforcer.
Nope.
So what's gonna happen?
Vigilante Caitlin!
Yeah, it could
Go!
be. Could be.
That would be badass.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah. I could see it too. And that's what her character in the game did. That's her backstory in the game.
That's true.
She had become a vigilante.
Yeah.
And they convinced her to become the sheriff. I mean, at this point, Sheriff Marcus is no longer. So that position is open.
We never got any backstory on him either, now I'm thinking about it.
Well, I don't think I wanted one.
No, I know. I'm just trying to think of like other characters besides Savika who did not get backstory.
Yeah.
But I don't really consider Marcus part of the main. I think he really is just a side character.
Yeah.
It's obnoxious. Although I feel bad for his daughter.
That's true.
Ren.
Yeah. It would be interesting to see what happens.
Oh, Grayson backstory.
Grayson.
Oh, Grayson backstory would be so awesome. I would like to see young Grayson.
I don't think that they're gonna go into that.
Highly doubt it, but it would be cool.
She is no longer.
I know.
So she's not around to affect things anymore, unfortunately. I know. I liked her character while she was there.
That's okay.
She can't I mean, she is affecting things from a distant kind of way.
Twist, it turns out that Grayson is also still alive and turned into something from Singe.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean,
my heart can't handle that.
Singe is a interesting dude. You
never know.
We haven't had Singe. Well, we kind of had a bit of Singe backstory. We had Victor backstory, but it was more Victor centric.
Yeah.
But yeah, Singe is interesting. He's he's like anti-Jace.
Yeah, that's true. I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a part of the people who make decisions, but and also has his own technology he's moving forward. But
he saved Jinx's life.
Yeah. That's true. Let's see what Jace ends up doing with Victor. Now that Victor told him to destroy their creation.
I feel like they won't.
I don't think they're going to destroy it. I don't
play League much, but I do know that Victor, as you mentioned, his body is completely augmented.
Yeah, last night, not on this stream. We were talking about this last night.
So I feel like if Victor is on he's already really sick. And I don't actually know how much time he has left because he has put some augments in his body already thanks to that interesting hex tech with the blood. If he puts the core in Victor, he says this is Victor says, okay, just promise me whatever. But Victor can't make a decision for himself. He's not responsive. Jace isn't gonna let him die.
No.
If I have no choice, I'm gonna put that in him.
Yeah.
And then Victor's not happy about that.
Victor himself too has already done some things without telling Jace about it.
Oh, of course. Yeah, Jace has no idea. I feel like Victor would have told him. But as soon as Jace said the Undercity is bad, he's from the Undercity.
Yeah,
I think that's when that. I feel like Victor would have told him, but then he was like, "Well, I'm not gonna tell you now because what are you gonna do with this information?"
Yikes! Yeah, already Jace was talking about making bombs and stuff, and Victor was like, "No, that's not what we're here trying to do."
Yeah, and weaponizing hex tech, which is something they were never going to do.
Right. I think that's what I meant by building bombs. It was weaponizing hex tech. Yeah, that's what I meant, actually. That.
Yeah. But then Vi's got some cool gauntlets now because of it.
That's true.
Well, she's got one.
She has one. One functioning. The other one could get fixed.
And also the whole Echo with Heimerdinger, too. I feel like there's going to be more with that, too.
Yeah, for sure. That'll be really cool to see. That's another, power center, is that Echo is kind of quietly amassing a little group of people who are they're not going out and fighting anyone head on, but they are striking. They were trying to mess with the Shimmer shipment and stuff like that. So they are having an impact and making a difference. And now that they have Heimerdinger on their side.
And with his technology, because he's also a scientist too.
Yeah.
What's interesting about Heimerdinger from the game is he's all about making weapons and everything like that. So to make him be no, I don't want to do that. It takes time for this to become realistic And now in the game, he's like, yeah, let's build all this stuff and everything. I'm like, wow, that I didn't even know that. Someone was like, did you know this? I looked it up and I'm like, what? That's the same character.
Yeah.
Talking about complete opposites.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
But if you think about it, that's what they did with Powder's character too. Is that they made her like this innocent little girl
Well,
when like everyone knew her as Jinx, this like really wild fighter.
yeah. Well, Powder's also not like wasn't in the game.
Yeah, but she and Jinx are the same character. So Jinx is in the game.
Yeah.
So what they did was they were like, okay, here's this character that is into all these explosives and really like, woo, like wild.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's make her something that's like the opposite. Not opposite, but like very different
Yeah.
from who she ends up being. And then develop her into who she is.
Yeah, that's true.
And so if you think about it, that's kind of what they're doing for Heimerdinger. They're taking him and starting him off as something that's a complete opposite from what most people know him as. And then over time, turning him into probably.
I doubt
what
it.
We know him as. You don't think he's going to turn into that?
He's insane and mad in that.
You never know.
I don't know. We'll
Jinx
see.
went pretty wild. She went pretty extreme.
Yeah, she did. But we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see how extreme.
Yeah, because he's with Echo right now in the Firelight, so
yeah, that's true.
I want to see him help build some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Use your know-how, Heimerdinger.
Use your know-how, Heimerdinger. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But anyway, let's let everyone know what is coming your way. So for Friday, 2 things that are happening Friday. Number 1, we're releasing our video from the show The Tribe, where it has a couple of the characters who are kind of like reaching toward lady romance with each other. So we made a video that's like not a really well-known show. It's a show from New Zealand. Apparently it aired in the UK. I have no idea how my high school best friend found out about it, but she told me about it, and everyone's dressed like real cool and cyberpunky, so I watched it. And it's like a soap opera.
But when you actually want to watch.
One that you want to watch, yeah.
No offense to soap opera watchers. The taste of our lives. I'm like...
But like it's like, you know, like a post-apocalyptic.
It's really good.
Like with punky outfits.
It's got really awesome music
with teens and kids. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's coming out Friday. And also Friday, we are going to MegaCon. So we'll do our best to share with you a little bit of that adventure after the fact.
Our first con since all the craziness.
Yeah, our first con since everything went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. And anything else? We've been watching on our own Gotham, and we've been like noticing the little sapphic relationships. It's not like a main thing,
it's not.
But it was like, oh yeah, I forgot, because we both had watched it before, and we're like, I forgot that this was in here. So we're talking about taking a look at their relationship and doing some videos for you.
And we're also currently caught up on the Owl House.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, more content. We're gonna make more videos Owl House for sure, but that is an amazing show. If you haven't seen it, watch it. You can binge it all online.
Yeah.
Ah, so good.
If there's anything else that you all want us to watch or share our thoughts on, I have a list running of other shows. Obviously, we still want to talk about Arcane at least once a week. We want to make an Arcane video, and if like we see new news updates and things, we'll share with you all about that, because we're waiting and waiting. We want some more Arcane, and we're like, well, like at least we can talk about it. We can get on and talk to you all about it, so we can wait together for a while. It's gonna be a little while yet.
It'd be kind of fun to do when the first episode comes out, a watch party.
Yeah. Yep. So we're planning a membership. So we would do that for our membership. We'll update you all as best we can when that's gonna start. We don't know yet. Honestly, like we moved not long before. Actually, we moved like after we started our channel.
That's true.
You probably noticed the change in background. It's pretty obvious. But we still have not gotten fully settled in. It takes a long time sometimes when life is happening and you're trying to settle. So we are planning on getting a mailing address. We were going to get it done this week, but we'll let you all know when we have that. Yeah. And we'll let you all know when we have our membership ready so that that will be available for y'all to join. And like she said, we're going to plan some watch parties, and especially looking forward to the season 2. But until then, we have season 1 to keep rewatching.
Yeah, we can do like a countdown of how many times we've watched season 1.
That's true. We could do that.
Oh
Yay,
gosh.
look,
Woo!
59, 1 hour. We
All
made
right.
our 60 minutes. Yeah.
Woo!
Okay, well, thanks you all so much for watching, especially if you watched to the end. Go you. You rock. And we'll be back with our next video on Friday. Sending you all so much love. Until next time.
Latest.